So so wait, Shantae. So what are you saying? So some of these fellas, you trying to say they looking for a second mama, like they want you to be their new mama or something? Because you got a couple things in this statement right here. You got to break that down. I'm be done sent you that link. You know how we do. Let's see. Keenan said, let's see, dating trauma also gets passed down. Okay, but you know what, Keenan, this my problem, bro. I hear a lot of ladies saying stuff like, fellas, y'all got trauma. Y'all need to go get some therapy. But is they doing the same thing? Like, is ladies addressing their trauma? Because that's my question. I hear a lot of ladies say stuff like that, but I'm like, are you addressing your trauma? Are you addressing your baggage? Like, is you all together like you think you are? So I'm just curious, but you know, don't get me started. Oh, hold on. These man, y'all blowing these comments, man. It's crazy. Let's see. Wizzy said, let's see, they are not going to be easy. A lot of men build their character and charisma around possessions. Let's see, we have all that and then some. Now the game is different. See, here we go. Wizzy. Go ahead, Vince. I hear it. Go ahead, Vince.
Uh-oh.
I don't know when y'all gonna understand that a real man don't care what y'all got.
Don't
Not
care.
at all. Not at all.
Do not care.
Not at one particular, because at the end of the day, this whole gender roles and all that, it does matter because everything y'all got is for y'all and y'all kids. Say I'm dating a woman that's 45 and she got 2 kids and she got a house. So what? The house is for her and them kids. Her and her kids. So what difference do it make if she got a house or I can't move into her house and be comfortable as a man. I don't know. I'm gonna say it. I don't know no man that can move into some woman's house and be comfortable. That I don't understand that. Especially if she got kids. What them kids gonna look at? Some strange man moving in a house?
Right.
Come on now, it don't work like that. So that's why we don't care, because we don't have, just like Kevin Samuels Jr., we don't have access to it.
Right.
It's easier. Like if I had a house, it'd be so easier for a woman to come live with me with her kids. That look right. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to take care of my wife and our kids, or she bring kids. But so that's why it don't matter. Y'all ain't out here buying me in cars.
Nope.
I'll give you a perfect example. Most people, if they buy a house and a man got kids and a woman got kids, they buying that house for her and her kids.
Right.
Women don't usually look at, okay, well, because our kids don't come, even if we good dads, you're not buying a 7-bedroom house because I got 2 and you got 3. We gonna buy a house for you, for us, and your kids. And when my kids come, they got a bunk of room, whatever. So that's why it don't matter. Y'all get so tied up with that. Well, I bring this to the table. You don't bring that to the table. You bring that to the table for you.
Facts. Nah, that's facts
Especially
right
when you
there.
get older. Now, I have to make a caveat on that, because I do understand when you're younger and you building together, then yes, it might matter. But when you get past 35, it don't matter, because everything you did is for you. And for your kids, if you got kids, it's for you and your kids.
Facts.
That's why it don't matter. So I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I got it. Does you need to start off with what men want. Are you cooperative? Yes. Can you cook? Yes. Can you keep a house? Yes. If I bring you this, can you multiply it? If I bring you my check, like the old Jesus, if I give you my check, can you multiply that? Can you make sure this and this will get paid so I can go out there and fight the war and bring it home to you? That's what men want. Men don't care that you know RN or you a social worker. Well, I got my own business and you ain't really making no money. Y'all got to come off of that. That's why y'all not getting a man that y'all want, because a man who got his own don't care about none of that, because a man understands his money is y'all money. Y'all money, y'all money. And that's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. And that's what works.
There it is. There it is.
I was going to add to that I think if we're going to talk about like examples for younger women, I think that it's good that we consider this particular like the mindset that's out now. This whole well, women can do it for themselves, and women have all of this stuff going on for themselves, and we don't really need that from y'all anymore. I just want to say again, this also is very much giving cap, because if a man comes to you and does not show you that he can provide, if a man does not come to you with his provisions, then you ain't gonna have time for him. Because just like Ben said, you might have all of that and some, but at the end of the day, it's yours. Let's just be honest about that. It's yours. It's not his, because you still gonna want him to pay the bills. You still gonna want him to take care of the kids financially. You're still gonna want him to take care of you financially. Those are things that you're still gonna expect him to do. So a man does have to come to the table showing you that he is capable to provide. Because if he does not, you are not going to give him the time of the day. And that's just it. And you're definitely not going to do it even more so if you do have something for yourself. You are not going to give this man the time of the day. A man is supposed to come to the conversation showing you what he can do, because that is his role. And I think for young women, the most important takeaway, to kind of stay on the mindset that Donovan, kind of mentioned when he said, well, what are we going to do about the youth? I think the mindset that what would help young women coming up is understand that it's perfectly okay for you to want something for yourself. It is perfectly okay. But I want you to understand that you need to also prioritize what you might want your life to look like 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead. And if it includes another person, if you're 20, you're 19, whatever, you're out of high school, and if you look 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead, and it includes another person, then you need to start prioritizing that. Put that on your to-do list. Put that on your to-do list right up there with your college education. Put it on there, sis. Because if you don't prioritize it, you will find yourself like a lot of 40-year-old women, 45-year-old women, 50-year-old women alone, talking about what they deserve, because now they have been able to possess a lot of things on their own. And now they're so set in their ways and so traumatized for past relationships that they can't even get into a relationship that will last with a man, because at this point, they're jaded. At this point, they don't need a man. At this point, I can do bad all by myself, and all of the other toxic mindsets that they have. And we don't want that to happen to you. So learn the lessons from those women. And unfortunately, we don't have enough of those women who realize that maybe they didn't do it right, or realize that maybe they made a few mistakes along the way. We don't have enough of them coming out and speaking to you. And the reason why we don't have that is because they're too busy competing with you. The older women are competing with the young women now. They're too busy competing, so they can't teach you because they're competing with you. That's why. So I would just say for young women, look at those women as a cautionary tale, not a mentor. The people around you that you want to look up to are those people who have a story. Maybe they did make some mistakes along the way, but they got it together. Or the people that you want to look up to are those people who have the types of lifestyles that you want. Okay, they have a family, they're building a legacy. Like they maybe they are married, maybe they are settled down. You want to use those people as your examples, because that's where you're trying to be. And you need to surround yourself with those types of influence.